Hello, everybody. Happy Tuesday. How are you all doing? Sorry, I forgot to do one thing here. Oh, well, no wonder. That's not working. Hold on. Let me charge my watch real quick. It's right next to me. 1 second. Hello. Okay. All right. I swear, it feels like it has been a long time since I have done a live. And even forgetting, let me say hello to some people. Hello, Christoph. How are you? Let's make sure my sound is up. Hey, Sarah. I was going to put Turks and Cocks, but maybe another day. Anyway, it is. I was going to try to do everything today, but I've decided I'm going to actually break it up into 2 lives and maybe even a 3rd live. Thinking about maybe doing a happy hour later on after tonight if no one else has anything going on. Thank you, Dreamy. Yes, if y'all hit your hello, by the way. Hope you are doing well. If you'll hit the thumbs up on the way in. I don't. Oh, what's your name? Fuck you. I know exactly what you mean. Hey, Beetle, how are you? Okay, let me get through here. Hey, Gamecock Jenny. Petty, hello. Yes, that'd be great. No worries. Hey, Aries. All right, let me just get down here. Sorry if I missed anybody. All right, so if anybody saw some of my videos that I posted, wait, let me make sure I got everybody. I think I did. Hey, PMR, there you are. I'm booking a trip to Scotland. Oh, no kidding. When are you going? How do I add myself? Okay. Hello, everybody. So, I typically do my greens and chicken live, but anyway, I have some kind of new content. So I decided to do a separate live because it was just going to be too much. I posted 1 or 2 videos about getting an incubator and what we were going to put in that incubator. So today's update is going to be about the turkeys and peacock eggs that are in there, and y'all gonna be learning right along with me. And I'm like, see what, I actually have one and actually learned how to do it. It's kind of after getting this, I started thinking about, because you have to I mean, most of it looks like you program like how many days in, whether it's a duck, turkey, or whatever, how long they typically take. Like, let's say it's a chicken, they take like 21 days. So if you just take an egg from a nest that a mother has been sitting on, you really have no idea. And why that's important, because apparently during the incubation period, so like let's use chickens as example, 21 days, they go into a lockdown period. So for the first 17 days or whatever it is, I think it's 4 days lockdown. For 17 days, you can either turn them yourself or you can roll them if your incubator has that. But they stop. I'm not exactly sure why. I'm sure we'll figure all that out. Ooh, awesome, PMR. We'll figure all that out. But anyway, it has to stop moving for it's called lockdown. And you have to raise the temperature, not the temperature, the humidity and everything else. Like I said, I'm still learning. So, just taking eggs that animal has been sitting on, not the best idea, because again, you have no idea how far along, unless you're really, really skilled and can candle an egg and say, oh, well, this looks to be about, 14 days. Yes, I've seen some mean ones. I think they're all kind of mean. Actually, my parents used to live on a piece of land. Anyway, they had wild turkeys, and we would go out there and feed them, and they would come through, and you knew when they were coming through because they were loud as hell. And I forget even what we fed them. I'm pretty sure corn or something like that. The first thing I'm going to show you is I put a little collage of pictures that I took at the farm to show you what animals I believe these are coming from. Um, I saw that too. Yes. Yes, I didn't realize. Like I said, I'm learning. Everyone, if y'all want to learn along with me, and then it's probably even frustrating because I'm kindling eggs for the first time, and I take it through 3 days. I 2 or 3 days that I try, and now I know more what to look for. Now I see things that I wasn't seeing before. It wasn't there, but anyway, you just like with anything, you learn and figure it out. But let me. This is the male turkey. Oh, he's so pretty. Let me remove this comment. Oh, I forgot. I put it on a wait. Whoa. So, isn't he beautiful? Look at that black rim. He's just so pretty. And these are not for me to keep, by the way. I will not be keeping turkeys in my backyard. If anything, I'll keep them for a couple of days and then they'll be going either back to their mother or to a brooder. And obviously, they're going either back to the farm or will be sold or running someone's neighborhood. We have coyotes and stuff, so I don't think they would last very long. And, well, we'll get to the peacocks. Hold on. Are they? I mean, every time I go to the farm, he puffs out like that and like walks me to my car slowly. I think it's just cute. Get it on. Whoops. So come on. Don't I have to be like in school to be in a 4-H? I know doesn't he not look real? He looks like a stuffed flipping turkey. Oh yeah, I'm not sure what you're talking about there. We're not talking about Diddy. I don't know what rimming is. All right, let me play the rest of these. Okay. So these are already 4. I think there's actually 5. No, it's 4 in this one. These are 4 little turkeys this was about 2 weeks ago. I took this picture of them in a brooder. They were hatched out in an incubator for my neighbor. And it looks like most of them are white. And then the one that's kind of here covered by the wire, it has a little more black in them. And we don't know if they're boys or girls yet, but they appear to be mostly white so far. Yeah, Aries. So do you said you used to, or are you good? Maybe you can help me a lot here and see things that I don't know because you'll see in the video. It's only a 20-minute video. Yeah, turkey security. So how many do you have, Aries? Wait a second. Let me back up. I love my turkeys. All right. I got to know more details. Like, I don't even know how many breeds there are of turkeys. She had mentioned this to me and I was thinking about it. And then suddenly she's like, I have egg. She brought me over and she's like, do you want to hatch some? Now, again, if anybody doesn't remember, this is my same neighbor that during Hurricane Helene came through and flooded her farm, which had not flooded in the 30 plus years that they owned it. But anyway, it flooded and killed the majority of her flock. Some of the peacocks were able to jump up onto things, but a lot of stuff, just floated away. And she lost a lot of chickens. So she has been restocking and doing a lot more. First, she was hatching a bunch of chickens, and now the turkey started laying, and the peacocks. And I'm trying to remember, the peacocks do not lay very often. I want to say like twice a year, and the turkeys don't either. It's not like a chicken like every day. It's their seasons, is my understanding. All right, let me go down here. Let me put this back up. So anyway, yeah, that's the purpose. Now, of course, having a bunch of males doesn't work out either for her. So that's the ones that she offered for me to sell them to pay for the incubator. this, I really want to know what this is about. All right, let me get back down here. Hey, sweet potato. No worries, Dreamy. A coyote got a mama wild turkey in our area, and we bought the other chicks to our neighbors, and he raised them, letting them adjust to being in the wild. One male gobbles stayed around, and we call. Have you seen those cute little white? I don't know if they come in other colors, but I usually see them in white, and they absolutely look like a little stuffed animal, and they're small ducks, but they're loud. But yeah, ducks would be awesome. I think I will. Ducks will have to be somewhere. I mean, I have an incubator now. I can create anything. Perfect. Thank you. That would be awesome. All right, let me go ahead and add the rest of these pictures up. So yeah, these are probably already at the farm. These are the other, now this is weird. These are, let me remove a comment. This is a brooder, a makeshift brooder. I won't let me, there we go. So this is a chicken, and the little babies are baby turkeys. And apparently, while she was away from the farm, 3 hatched. And when she got there, she found a dead little chick, and she knew there was like 3 eggs, I guess, and was looking. And they were hiding under this silky frizzle. You would probably know better, PMR. Hey, just saying. Yeah, right. I wish. So because she was playing good mama, she brought her back to take care of these little babies. So they're like a couple weeks behind the bigger ones, and also appear so far to be white, or kind of like an off-white to me. Hey, Stacy. So here are the peacocks, peahens. I'm really not sure what. Maybe you could help there with what's the difference between a peahen and a peacock or a turkey? Is a peahen a female turkey? I'm a little unfamiliar there. Hey, Irish. Your daughter has ducks? How many? Yeah, I got a lot of contacts too. I get she's also getting, it looks like, rid of her goats to focus on the birds and cows and stuff. And I was trying to get her to get, what are those little small cows called now? Now it's escaping me. I can't think of it. But anyway, but she's been making a lot of repairs to the farms. I only have 1 turkey. I have had several. By the way, I get new glasses next week, so this is going to hopefully make things so much better. 2 peacocks presently. Okay, so like, what is this little white one in the front here? Is this back one, I would presume, is a white male peacock. And yeah, I should have asked her these questions, but these 2 look to be about the same size. I don't know if they're like juvenile size, or if those are peahens. All the turkeys and peacocks we had growing up were jerks. Hey, Savage. All right, let me get caught up here. Yeah. We're just talking turkey. Literally. Oh, the rim on his tail. Yes. Gotcha. Is there a banana pepper in here? I missed. Frizzle. Thank you. That was a frizzle. Cochins. That's why I keep calling them silkies, but they're cochins. All right, hold on. I think I got a couple more pictures in this one. Yeah, there's one of the white peacocks. And again, I have no idea where these eggs came from. And I'm still really not sure if how the peacock eggs are doing. I could use some help. Bantam, Cochin, Frizzle. How can I be all 3 things? Sorry, let me just get caught up. But yeah, so I presume, like I said, I really have to do more research. I've been more so looking into the turkey egg stuff. Turkeys take 28 days and peacocks take 30 days. So, I got like 2 extra days to learn. has a, okay, wait. The peacock has a cock, and the peahen is the missus. Okay, that's what I was assuming was the deal. Okay. So this, though, would be a peacock. Highland. Thank you, Stacy. Yes. But they're really expensive, but they look like little big dogs, little cows. Let me just, 2 peahens. Okay, so they were 2 peahens. Okay. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Just saying. If you watch my video tomorrow, I swear I was sitting out there and I turned and the chicken had sat down right next to me, Rosie, and she was literally like 3 inches from my face. And I'm like, like, are you coming in peas? Of course she was. She was waiting for her night pets. Let me see if there's any more in these pictures real quick. But I think that's just, let me remove this comment. Another white, it's probably the same one. I think there's a couple. Bantam just means mini breed of the Cochin. Frizzle. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That was always so confusing to me. Savage. Okay. So I'm going to now play. Oh, wait. There's one more, I think. One more photo. Yeah. There's, I guess, a peahen, a Mr. and a Mrs. So, yeah. 2 eggs. Not sure from who the father is, because they have the, your standard peacocks out there and they kind of roam free. I have a picture of one just roaming around, but some of them are inside the pens. Okay, is that it? Let me see. That's it. Okay, so I have left here is a 20-minute video. I'm going to replay part of the video that I already posted as a video, just as an intro to, about the eggs. And then we're going to get into incubating them. Again, I'm still learning. I did do stuff wrong. I've already identified in the videos. I'm like, oh, I did that wrong. Like I had the tray in upside down in my very first video. That didn't take too long to figure out when it didn't go round and round. But in it, like I said, as I've candling them, the longer when I started to know what to look for, like veining, I was getting really concerned that I'm not seeing veining, but people, what I'm seeing in other videos. And it's kind of like one of those posters. I swear, you got to adjust your eyes right and look to see it. And once I did, I couldn't unsee it. But for I just couldn't see it. So you are not the father. I know, right? We'll be having a little holding court out there.
Oh my God, guys. I am nervous and excited to try this out. Happy anniversary, honey. Look what we're doing tomorrow. And we're going to be using...
PFAL means both. Okay. Thank you so much, Aries. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you.
Not the chicken tray. We're going to be using this bigger one because... Oh, well, look. Those look like different eggs. These, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 turkey eggs. Anyone want to guess? Anyone want to guess? Peacocks.
Sorry. I was a little excited. I was really excited. I thought she would. Oh, I did not think she would entrust me to do, to start out, in my opinion, at the hierarchy of the farm. I thought I might get some chickens to hatch out. But when she entrusted me with turkeys and peacocks, I'm like, reporting for duty. I got this. I don't got this. But she doesn't seem to, too stressed about it, because she obviously already has some, thank God.
Peacocks. In fact, one is hatching right now in another incubator at my neighbor's house. The other ones that had already hatched are at the farm. So I am really excited. So anyway, this is going to be interesting. 28 days for the turkeys and about 30, I believe, for the peacocks. So yeah.
Now, Aries, did you incubate them or have you let them? I'm sorry, I'm trying to remember. You said you had a male, I believe, of the turkeys. Do you hatch them out at the, or have you incubated before?
We're going to do this tomorrow. Hot diggity. So I went ahead and set this up with my husband's help. The temp is up, but the
So just so you know, the readings over to the left is a standard setting of 100.4. And then to the right of that is now this is just when I turned it on, is what do you call it? The humidity, which is low there, and the day in the lower left, and then the minutes that it's going to turn next. I have it set for 180 minutes. It says online the minimum amount is they have to be turned at least 3 times a day. So, and I can also auto turn it. But so I was a little confused because I could only get it up to 40%. But then, I talked to her, and this is where I was a little concerned that I may have messed up right from the jump. I was able to get it to like 45% humidity. And because I'm like, well, I think she told me 50 or 60, but my machine's just not doing it. I've got the water, just so you know. I mean, confirmed it with her that, yeah, she tries to keep it closer to 60. So what you have to do, because it won't do it on its own, you put the water bottles in, and you'll see it here in a second. I had to squeeze in more water to raise the humidity. And then there's this little window that I can open and close to get it just right. So just FYI, unfortunately, it took me like 2 days to realize that. So typically, this was when it was warming up. I got it to usually mid 40s, but now it's closer to 60s.
Humidity needs to be higher. I wanted it closer to 50%. And as a backup, I did put you can't see it, of course. There is another, what's it say? 30%. Interesting. That went down. It was at 38. So interesting. Got some water in there. It's been going for about 25 minutes, it looks like.
Good to know.
Like I said, we've never done this, but really excited to try it. So I'm going to wait till the humidity gets up some, and then we're going to.
Yeah, there's a little water thing. And then when you go to lockdown, there's a little slot for you to put another bottle of water to up it even more. Again, that's why you don't want to just take some random egg out there. And if you know nothing about it, because you do have to up the humidity and stop the turning. So why exactly? I don't know.
Put the turkey eggs and peacocks in together. Let's hope it works.
Good question, Christoph.
All right. I'm afraid to put them on.
And I kind of have an answer, but I want to keep their privacy. So we'll just say it's a good question. We'll just leave it at that.
On the table. I don't want to put these dirty eggs. I presume you're not supposed to clean them first. A, B, C.
I dish and poured some beer.
E. I'm marking them like the other ones. Maybe they should be in the middle.
That's
so
fun.
I see the X's. E. Mr. Oh, no. All right.
For sure.
Everybody has a letter. We'll do A and B on these. A.
I truly don't believe she actually ever had an incubator. I really don't. I don't. I mean, I don't even think they sell them at Walmart. I've never seen them up at Walmart. So I got mine from Amazon. I mean, I'm sure you could get it at Tractor Supply. Actually, I haven't even seen them at Tractor Supply. Of course, I really wasn't looking.
B. All right. So yeah, it took a while. For some reason, the humidity was not going up. So we tilted it, got the level out. And once we moved some water over, it shot up. So 50% is what we're kind of aiming for right now. So I'm going to
just clarifying that. Now it's 60%.
You know what? I don't want to let. All right, here we go. Oh, jeez.
When I get nervous, I get really, really clumsy, man.
Let's go.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I know. I know.
So if the temperature drops to a predetermined setting, it'll start alarming, which is helpful. Like if your power does go out or whatever, of course, without the power, it's not going to make any noise. But like if the lid is cracked or what open or something, it's going to tell you. And I'll tell you about this. I started freaking out about the temp. So I don't think it's in here at all. So, we've been going along. We haven't had rain in a long time. And we got rain. And this was like on day 2 or day 3. And it dawned on me. I'm like, if our power, as you guys have seen, it goes out. I'm like, what's going to, sometimes it'll go out for hours. Sometimes it'll come right back on, but it will reset everything, like the days and everything else. The days is the thing I most got to watch to make sure I get it set right. But anyway, so I had a battery backup that's supposed to, keep things on for my fish tank. But anyway, it was dead. So we ordered another one and we got an early morning storm yesterday. And I mean, it was dark and loud. And I'm calling my husband. I'm like, didn't you order the battery backup? He's like, yeah, it's there. And he was trying to tell me where in the house. And I was just stressed because I just knew the power was going to go. I knock on wood. It was like one of the first times it didn't even flicker. But it's all set up, but I still haven't plugged it into that one because I have to then reset the days and everything. So at least it's ready. It's all set to go. But just something I didn't think about. So if you are and you do lose power, just something you might want to think about.
She filled me up, didn't she? So I want to be able to make sure the roller's working. So I want to see all the letters up facing first. It's supposed to go off in 100 minutes. I have it set for 180 minutes online. It says minimum 3 times a day. Okay.
Me too.
All right, little babies. Yeah, I noticed there's now water in the B section over here, which is what you're supposed to.
Did the video I sent you with the ducks say they washed them ahead of time? 11. It's fun. It's interesting. I don't remember seeing that part, but I watched a bunch of videos and only 1 or 2 of them, especially, the big ones that were actually like large amounts of eggs that they were doing at one time appeared to be washed or cleaner than these. But most of the people that I saw doing it on their own with little incubators don't appear to have been they don't appear to have been washed. And I think that's a good thing because there's a protective layer that you want on that egg so that bacteria can't get in. So I went with no washing.
Do to bring up humidity the last few days during lockdown where they stopped moving. That's my understanding. I picked this one because it did have better reviews than the other one. So let's see.
Yes, I did pick up some feathers while I was there. Where did I put them?
I know.
So we'll set a timer.
All right, so it's 102 minutes till turns, set for 28 days.
Didn't she say, though, that she had stopped by and picked one up? Maybe she said online. I don't know. I don't remember. Just, if you're going to steal an egg, you really should already have an incubator. Especially if it's already been developing. That's just not cool to do.
Humidity is at 45. That one says 38 inside. So,
hey, sweets. No worries.
Get right back up there. But outside it was 61 humidity, whereas where I kept them. Cool. I wanted to keep them like they were in the conditions they were found. So we shall see. 28 to 30 days.
Honest.
All right, guys.
Sorry, the button quail. That's one of the videos that keeps popping up. PMR. A lot of people do that in they don't need apparently as big of a coop or something as a regular chicken or whatever. So we'll talk about that offline. I got an incubator now. I can do, well, I don't have anything for that small of an egg, but I don't know. We'll talk about it. It is time. Hey.
Yeah, she's a lame chicken.
All right.
Yes, we're going to watch the eggs.
So I did cut out at the beginning of this about Dewey. And so this is Dewey, DUI. This was a chicken that was staying with us. I mean, she has a very lame leg. She became, I was trying to help her, and I realized I don't have the right setup for her. My chickens were not willing to integrate with her. She was already too big. She was 11 weeks old, and she had been picked on already. In my videos tomorrow, you'll see what happened to her before she was separated on the farm. So apparently when she was around 10 weeks old, she must have gotten her leg caught on something, and it looks like it yanked it out of socket. So she asked me if I wanted to try. I mean, I've got like all kinds of supplies. I tried all kinds of splints. I did a lot of research. I made splints. Where's my favorite one? I tried the hobble technique. And anyway, I don't see my regular. Oh, here it is. I mean, but actually I do have an order coming from Etsy. It's a 3D printed chicken splint, and I hope it goes high enough. But anyway, when she offered me the eggs, I'm like, yeah, I'd love to take the eggs. I said, but I'm not the person, I think, to care for this chicken. My setup's not right. She was in a crate. It was just very hard to keep them separated. And I didn't want her walking around even a lot. It just felt like torture to me. I even created a sling for her to see about stretching like they do with the baby chicks when they get a splayed leg to see. But her leg, I mean, it legit went backwards. So for a while, we were just holding her a lot because I was waiting for this Etsy order to ship forever. And I just thought maybe she could find somebody that I called vets. It was ridiculously priced. 2 vets I called would actually, and they're not close, but I would have driven, but it was going to be a lot of money. And then that was just to be seen. And then for x-rays and everything else. And I just looking at the injury, honestly, I was like, I don't know how they could even fix this because it's seriously at the hip joint. Broken legs and everything is, in my opinion, easier to splint from all the research that I did. I'm no vet. But anyway, she said that she had another lady who worked with handicapped animals. I don't have it in me to, would put the splints on her and watch her struggle, or if I hobbled her, and I couldn't do it. So she went to another home, but she is so sweet. But she is part of this video. And honestly, I was honestly afraid too, guys. I like to get attached to things. And we were getting to that point where when she's sitting in her lap watching TV with us, I'm like, this is not good. This is not good. We're going to end up, I won't be able to get rid of her, meaning, it won't be a good life for her. There's no quality of life if I can't integrate her with the flock. And then if she's a slow moving target. So, and she's a very slow moving target. And I shouldn't have been shocked. I mean, mine are chickens. I should have known that they were not going to be happy to have someone else come in. So anyway, we'll talk more about that tomorrow, but she happened to be in this part.
Turn. We're going to watch it together. Ready? Ready? Watch. Oh, you're missing it.
I might have a video on that that we'll look at the end. Honestly, there's always different names for different sizes, different whatevers of quail. I was watching a video today, and that's why it might be on TikTok of them checking a bunch of, I thought it was button quail. They're just really much tinier eggs. But PMR Aries might be able to answer that better. Right?
It's the only thing that's shut her up for the last hour.
Wow, okay.
Is that all coming back to you?
Maybe she recognizes them.
Yeah. Is that coming back to you?
how you got here? All right. Oh, it didn't reset. It's going to do it again in 4 minutes. I thought it was going to reset. Oh, well. It is day 2. May 27th.
The Chicken Doctor Chronicles.
And I still have this lame chicken. No
He just had
kidding.
some cottage cheese.
You see that online? They cannot have that in stock at Walmart's. I swear she makes different noises.
Hello,
I'm Dewey.
I'm a star.
I can't walk to save my life. Nobody likes me. They pick on me. Some people do eat like quail eggs, and so that's why they have quail. A lot of people have them for hatching, but a lot of people like to eat quail eggs. Look at cottage cheese all over the place.
Hello, cutie.
What's that? You found the camera, huh? Sorry. It was already falling in love with
bed. And she's also narcoleptic.
Yeah.
She will literally fall asleep here in a second. It's the weirdest thing.
Why don't you do the quail?
Eggs are gonna turn again.
Anyway, so I just included this part because I thought it was interesting. You know, she would just like be chatting away and then her head would fall and she'd fall asleep and then flip out. And but here she goes. She's out. And we just thought it was interesting. But this is the last part that she's in.
I've never seen my chickens do this ever. And she'll suddenly wake up and be like, "Where am I?" and flip out.
Huh.
Look at that.
Interesting.
Oh, she's up. It's time for night nights anyway. Let's go to bed. Say goodnight.
Yes.
Okay, it is May 31st. It says that is day 6. It made me turn.
I was trying to wait, guys, for like at least day 9 or 10. But as you're about to hear, my daughter and grandson was there. So I wanted to take a peek. I had been good for 6 days at that point. I candled them before I put them in, but I forgot to videotape it. Videotape sounds like the 80s or 90s. Anyway, I forgot to record it. So anyway, I thought it would be fun for them. So you'll hear them in the background. But this is the first time that we candled them.
Turning to day 7 very soon. No, we started these. My grandson's here and my daughter's here, so I want to see while they're here. We're just going to check a couple of them. Hold on, we're going to look.
Can you send me that link, PMR? Later on, you see me using the phone like you suggested. I saw others do, and it does work better than on top the light that comes with it.
All right, so I'm just going to open this. I'm going to grab a couple A and B turkey eggs. I really don't want to open this too many times, so I won't do this for a while. I heard you had to turn on. I think you might have to turn off the machine.
Until tomorrow, until the next day, because I couldn't resist.
Or A, letter A.
Now, this is before it's a little bit early. And again, I have no idea what I'm looking for. So, don't judge me too harshly. I wasn't even sure what to be looking for. I went and watched videos after, and then I was like a little concerned. I'm like, it's only day 6. And, but anyway, on this one, it's really hard to see because I'm only using that light. Again, you'll see. I get a little bit better at it.
Air sac kind of looked like it did the first day, right?
Wait, turn it back.
No, this is the part. You got to stay.
It does look like something. I'll have to go compare it.
By the way, we're considering PMR offered to. She asked if I wanted to do a happy hour, so we might be doing a happy hour after.
Let's see.
Oh, hold on a second.
It looks a lot smaller to me.
There's a shadow.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking pretty good. Let's try it. We couldn't tell on the peacock eggs because too thick. But since it's right here, try a peacock. This is B. Well, you really can't see anything.
I'm just going to So there's really not much to see on these earlier ones. So when I had like it was all quiet in the house. D, by the way, is a dud.
Oh, they are warm too.
Oh, that one has veins on the top. You can see it on the very top. I just saw.
Let's see. Did you?
Flip it back over. Like up here in the corner.
Oh yeah.
That's
Wow.
cool.
Yeah.
That one has
Yeah.
veins.
That looks like a definite vein. So some of these are older than the other ones, like because they were laid on one day. You know, she lays one a day. All right. Well, we'll try again in a few more days.
Or it could have been from 3 different turkeys, really, for all I know.
Humidity and everything right back. All right, everybody. It is day 8. And I really want to check these eggs. I want to candle them. We have 6 turkey and
I'm getting a little, like I said, I wanted to I wanted to know, is there anything growing? So this was yesterday and I do it again. I did it again today because I'm like, I think I know what I'm looking for now.
look at like 3 of them. And honestly, this is my first time, so I'm really not even sure what I'm looking for. I was told to try to use a phone flashlight as well if you couldn't see here using the top. So, excuse me, we are going to just take a couple out. I'm just going to grab D and E. And F. I know we've checked A, B, and C, and maybe D. Okay. All right, first, oh, please show something. There should be veining starting now. Let's try this way. I don't see any veining, guys.
That's on D, and I'm pretty sure that's a dud. And pretty soon, I'll give it to like day, excuse me, like maybe around 12, 14 and remove it if it still looks like that. But it just looks like a regular yolk in there. So, but that's the only one, thankfully, that looks like that.
Come on, E. Okay, this one looks way bigger. Can you see that? Yeah, I don't think D is really anything.
And I get a little bit better on the videos later on getting them closer to the camera so you can see what I'm showing. This is, again, just my learning process. Trying to figure it out, what I'm supposed to find.
The difference. Let's see if we can see some veining now. That is definitely much bigger. I'm looking here now on the phone. Okay. Oh,
You can kind
I
of
saw
see it.
something move. I did see this right here. I don't know if you can see it. It looks much bigger.
I swear that light on top is like useless pretty much. I mean, it'll tell you pretty much if it's anything in there or or maybe when it's further along it'll show more, but I don't know. You see this black spot down here?
It's almost like it started to develop, maybe. See that move?
I convinced myself like they started to develop and then I screwed up somehow and they stopped developing. I don't know why. I think so. Like when you see today's, in fact, I'm just going to forward through yesterday, but because I do a lot of questioning of myself, but I do see black, D's a dud, but the other I see in 4, I can definitely see a black spot. But in one of them, it's big. You can see the big sack, but I haven't been able to really narrow. I see a shadow, but not like I do on the other ones.
I think that is going to be veining on the inside because I really don't see it on the outside of the shell on E. Okay, the flashlight is not the best for this, so. I see a dark spot here on E. And I do think I see veining. Yep, I really do.
That's some great filming there, E. Good job.
See a small sac.
That's the bad
That's
one. I think
it.
that just looks like a yolk. Maybe started to develop, but
I don't
I don't
think
know.
that one's good at all.
All right, let me get to day 9 because that's where I think I see a lot more. You can see here, I don't know if you see it now. I'm looking at it, I can see it, but I couldn't see it the first few times I was looking
See
at
a
it.
dark spot in there, so I'm
You
gonna
see-
say F and E. I think it's gonna alarm when the temperature drops. Okay, let's try C.
So yeah, this is
It's
what
definitely a bigger sac.
this is what I was seeing on day 8. Pretty much they're all the same. So I'm just going to go ahead and go to day 9. So, which is what I saw today. Or I'll go slowly because I just think it's fascinating. It's just amazing to think that there's like little living animals in there. And, I remind myself that, chickens, turkeys, they all get up from the nest, obviously, to eat or for someone to steal an egg from them. So it's, not the end of the world taking them out and looking at them, but at least that's my understanding. That's hard to look at. Let me get to day 9. I'll just go straight to day 9, which is almost. Oh, these are the pictures I took.
Versus
Hold on.
what we're supposed to see.
These were just pictures from yesterday I sent to PMR. So I see like shadows in there. Now I see it.
All right. I really want to check like E and F again. I pretty much know that D is no good, but I've really been editing these. Oh, that's definitely veining. Oh my goodness. You can definitely see
Hopefully here you'll see better.
something dark. It looks like the eye and the.
See up here. I wish you could see where I'm pointing. Oh, I don't have the camera on. Up further up, you'll see the dark shadow.
Veining coming down. I can see it very clearly. I can see a little bit.
You see it? It's moving all around up near the top of my hand there, the top of the egg, and the top 1/3 of it. I know it's very hard to see. Like I said, I wasn't seeing anything at first. I'm telling you, it's like you see it now? Yeah. It's definitely better today than it was tomorrow or yesterday.
Veining.
So here it's on.
Oh, it's definitely something much bigger in there, dark. You see, guys?
It's hard to see on
You
the
see?
screen, but all the way on the left side of the egg.
Here's like the eye, but it looks like it's about this big. And yeah. Yay! Oh my god, I'm so excited. I've seen some people see the heartbeat and stuff, but I definitely. I'm so excited. And
I forgot to show the peacocks that we looked at on the day with my daughter and grandson. I was convincing myself that the shell was too thick and I wouldn't be able to see anything. I think I had to come to and you'll see today's. And so you tell me what you think, PMR. I don't think it's that. But I don't even see a yolk. But then I start to think I see shadows. So you'll see.
I see veining now. I really do. I don't know if you guys can see it. Right here.
Oh, we don't know if it's a boy or girl. Wait, how do you know it's a girl? How is that possible? Wait, where'd you go? Because Justine has a good question. Turkey and peacock eggs are thicker, as you likely not see. Okay. I was going to say, because there should be, I saw people seeing in a chicken egg a beating heart, like like at day 6. You got to, all right. So you got to watch this and tell me. We should do a board. We know D's a dud, D for dud, but You see the letters on there, so people are like suggesting I name them after content creators. Or yeah, we talked about doing it like after like maybe the Breakfast Club. We'll have to see how many turn out, see what we got to work with. That's how I ended up naming the cats. They were named after Mario Kart characters. Sorry about my breathing, but I was even more excited
Right
today.
up top here is the dark part. Doesn't look, yeah, no.
You see it moving, kind of. I wish
Look at that.
I can't see my finger.
I'm gonna have to remove D out of there pretty soon. It's
Say
gonna
hi,
start
Dee.
to smell. I believe I see a dark spot on
Yep.
C.
So I'm not just seeing things, right?
You can definitely see it has a huge sac in it.
Yeah, I will.
I just can't find the black spot, but I think I see a shadow in there.
That's the one that I can see the big sack, but I don't see like any, like the darker. Oh, there, it kind of up there. Yep, there it is.
I gotta get this humidity back up.
Hey, Carrie. Sees a boy.
I still don't.
All right.
I kind of now see a sac on this peacock egg. I don't know if you guys can see it. Do you see that? But it's
Why do you
really
see that?
hard to see.
I see. I don't know if I'm convincing myself here in the peacock eggs today that I'm seeing a sack, because I'm like, if it's just a regular egg, I should be able just to see the yolk then. But I swear I see a shadow. I hope I got some video of it. It's almost over.
A shadow in there. I remember animals get up off the nest a couple times a day themselves to go eat. Oh, I do see a shadow.
You see it?
I do. Oh, on the peacock eggs. It's not as big as I would expect.
It could be the
They
yolk.
do take a couple days longer than turkeys, but I can't tell if it's a shadow or not, but it seems very bright.
I know.
And then I see the air cell.
I'm not even sure my neighbor has actually hatched out a peacock. So she might have given me like a very difficult task and I don't know it yet. Like these might be notoriously hard. I have been doing most of my research on turkeys and not peacocks. So if I want to say I remember the last time when I was handing off the chicken to her, that she admitted she had not done any actual peacocks out of the incubator. But I might be wrong. I might be telling myself that to make myself feel better. You think that what's a girl? Which one? The peacock? I can't tell you.
This one, maybe not.
They are thick.
I'm wondering if I see things. Actually, that looks like the shadow right there. But my eyes might be playing tricks on me.
Yeah. That was the end of it.
Let's get this back up. We're at day 9.
Okay. I always have to put that in the video, like what day. So like I said, if the power were to go out, and for those that were here in the beginning, this is the male turkey that I believe is going to be the daddy. Well, it's the only male turkey that I know of that I've seen on the farm. I thought it was fake when I first saw it, but the blue on the face is just, he's beautiful to me. And the rimming, excuse me, as PMR would say, on the tail, just gorgeous. And those are already turkeys that she hatched out. Those are juveniles. But that was like 2 to 3 weeks ago. I'm sure they're already on the farm. You think the peacock is a girl? All right. And they are not as obvious. Okay. Well, that makes me feel some better. because the last thing you want is like a egg that's been sitting there at 100-degree temps for 10 days. It's one of those times I'm going to open that and it's going to be like woof. I'm surprised it hasn't happened already, like with D or the peacock egg. So that's given me some hope. But they will go through these pictures real quick. So those are the little, I think they were like 4 weeks. And here's some 2 little ones that survived overnight under this Cochin Frizzle Bantam. I think I did that out of order. That was so nice of a chicken to take care of little 2 turkey babies. I wonder what the turkey mama was. She probably, I wonder. It's so sad that chickens would kill a little chick, but I've seen enough videos and I watched my chickens attack that little 11-week-old chicken. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you? And these are the peahens and what was the word for both of peafowls? So in the back is the all white peacock, which is, I guess, a male peacock. See, I'm learning. And these are the women peacocks known as peahens. That makes sense. Hens. They're obviously much smaller in different colors. Again, I think that's I want to say there's 2 white males and then the rest are your regular ones. And that's another picture. If you doesn't show up in a few days, no worries. Just saying. And there, that was a regular peacock there at the end. Or a peahen, obviously. It's much smaller. I didn't get any of the multicolored peacocks that are huge. There's one that's huge, like bigger than that white one. Yeah, 12 to 14. That's what she told me. But I am I'm not very good at being patient. Honestly, I'm surprised I waited 6 days to open it. So I was just trying to ignore it. That's a queen chicken like your Maggie. How'd you get a straw in it? That's a silver-pied peahen. Oh, really? Interesting. Yeah, I got to verify. I'm going to send her when I verify. I'll let her know that like I said, I think Dee's a dud, and we'll see about the peacocks. I'll let her know and see what else she's got after that. Maybe I'm trying to remember. Obviously, she has some bantam Cochin frizzles. Maybe I could try. Those eggs are those are the one that I had, Dewey, that ended up going back or to another person, laid green eggs. Want my cabinet and grab oh, what time is it? I was charging my watch. So we were thinking about 4:29, doing a happy hour. I don't know if anybody else is going live, but if you guys have any questions, by the way, before tomorrow I'm going to do another live about just the updates on some greens and chickens. I got some tomatoes coming in. Finally, thank God, I started this whole process over again. We're going to have some lettuces coming in. Oh, I was talking with somebody yesterday on a leaving a voice note. And I'm in the middle of speaking, and then you hear, you effing cat, because I had just realized, because I had just placed these in here. Now I have a little protective. Hold on, let me remove this. This wasn't here. And my fat cat, Daisy, somehow like leaned over. I've already replaced it with another one, but ate the freaking greens, took them right out, like off of 2 of them. I was so angry because, takes a while to get these going. Hold on, I gotta make sure I get this back. But anyway, we're gonna cover all that tomorrow. And the other interesting thing, this is crazy, guys. Since this is here, I'm gonna show it to you. We'll talk about it tomorrow. I gotta do something with this. So I cut off all the sucker bushes and I just threw them in some water. And look at let me hold this up, roots. So these are all tomato plants that I got to do something with. I got to either get them in cracky or get them in some soil. But this one got so big. Hold on. And it has flowers. And I know I should cut them off. But you know me. It's like probably stretched out. It's like 4 feet tall now. It was not that big when I was just like, grow some roots. That's all I want. But anyway, we'll go over all that tomorrow. I know. I just don't want to go up and down the stairs. Oh, your setup is awesome. But anyway, yeah, we might do a happy hour in a little bit. I got to take care of some things, get the chicks ready for bed. I don't know if anybody else is going live or not. So if it's open, maybe we'll do that. If you guys want to keep an eye out, I might try the new. I was going to do it with this one, but I don't. Oh, wait, hold on. Before we go, hold on. I see I'm sharing a screen. Let's look at. I probably should have showed this first. Hold on. Add to stage. Add to stage. Do I have to remove this first? Okay. There we go. So I was just going to show a couple videos on TikTok about candling eggs. Like this is day one. This might be chickens though. No need for the music. So it looks about right. See that those dark shadows? They say they're eyes. So it should be more. See, but that's a chicken. See, mine only moves when I actually move the egg. That's where I was getting concerned. Damn, it looked like Monsters Inc. there for a minute. A big eye staring at you. Oh, look at the little hands. That's when they become so big. Hatch dates 5/12. So those must have hatched by now. Okay, so I had that one. And I had, this is interesting. But again, these are chickens, I believe. Looks like it. But you get the idea. And that's kind of what I can't read that date. Why did they make this so small? See, I expected to see veining like this over here at the very top right. So I'm really hoping the veining becomes way more clear. And was it this one? What are these? I presume they're chickens, but that's the veining I was looking for. Stuff like that. And it's just not as clear, but that looks like a damn spider in there, doesn't it? Some alien creature. So I thought for like day 8, I should be seeing veins like that. But again, these are chickens, it looks like. So it's a little bit faster time period. So I kind of really do want to do a chicken still too. And was there, I think, one more. Those veins are crazy. She's actually doing turkey eggs. I'm not going to, but here's her candling. And that kind of is what I'm seeing now. That's one of them looks like that where I don't really find anything. But yeah, they all have this little black thing inside of them. So that's good. There's the air cell up top, which mine have. So yeah, I meant to look at that first. That one looks like a dud. That looks like my D. So, all right. Let me stop that. Wait. I see you. Hold on. Anyway, so yes, if anybody has no kidding. I need like a little electric zapper fence around here so she can't get in. Stay. Oh, really? All right. I don't know what I'll do with them. I definitely won't eat them. I promise you that. There we go. All right. So yeah, maybe we'll come back around 5:30 Eastern if that works for you, PMR, or anybody else wants to come and have a happy hour. I got to go take care of some things. It's already 4:40. Yeah, so probably anywhere between 5:30 or between 5 and 6. Thank you, Carrie. I really appreciate it. I appreciate y'all joining me on this. It'll be interesting. Fabulous. All right, guys. I will play us out. If you could hit the like. Oh, that's what I was going to say. I might try to do one of those lives. I've been thinking about it, just to, not that I want a bunch of weird ass people. I'm just kind of curious what it brings doing the lives through YouTube. And I was going to do this live through YouTube instead of StreamYard, but it wouldn't let me add, or I couldn't figure out how to add the actual files to review. So the only way for me to try it out is something like a happy hour or something like that. So perfect. All right, guys. Yeah, hit the like on the way out. You guys have a great rest of the day if I don't see you. And I will be most likely doing a live for tomorrow. Take care, guys. Bye. Thank you guys for coming.